morning. Miss Rita. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Hey guys, we're going to play a little game to get started with today. Go get your papers, something to write with. If you need to, you can pause the video. Once you get your papers, you'll notice there at the top, it says Bible Trivia. And these are questions all about people who were mothers in the Bible, famous mothers in the Bible. And we're going to start out with these four: Mary, Eve, Elizabeth, and Hannah. And on your paper, I'm going to read a clue, and you will write down A if you think the answer is Mary, B, Eve, C, Elizabeth, D for Hannah. Are we ready? Here's clue number 1. This was the very first person in the Bible who was a mother. The very first person in the Bible who was a mother. Is that A, Mary, B, Eve, C, Elizabeth, or D, Hannah? Number 2. This was the name of several women in the Bible, but one was the very special mother of Jesus. Very special mother of Jesus. Was it A, Mary, B, Eve, C, Elizabeth, or D, Hannah? Number 3. This was a woman from the Old Testament who was accused of being drunk because of the way that she was praying for God to give her a child. Her prayer was answered when her son Samuel was born. This was a lady from the Old Testament who was praying, and they accused her of being drunk because of the way she was praying. Samuel was her child who was born later. Is that A, Mary, B, Eve, C, Elizabeth, or D, Hannah? And number 4, this woman was the cousin of Jesus' mother and was the mother of John the Baptist. Jesus' mother's cousin and also the mother of John the Baptist. Is that A, Mary, B, Eve, C, Elizabeth, or D, Hannah? Okay, make sure you have all your answers. Let's see how many you got right out of those. Number 1, very first mother in the Bible is B, Eve. Number 2, the one that was Jesus' special mother, A, Mary. Number 3, the woman who was accused of being drunk because of the way she was praying, and the mother of Samuel was D, Hannah. And number 4, this was the cousin of Jesus' mother, and the mother of John the Baptist was C, Elizabeth. Now, we're going to do some that are a little harder. Okay? This is numbers 5 through 8. And our answers here will be A, Sarah, B, Rachel, C, Rebecca, D, Naomi. All of these are from the Old Testament. Okay? So get your thinking caps on. Here we go. Number 5. This mother's sons died, and her foreign daughter-in-law, Ruth, moved back to Israel with her and took care of her. Is that A, Sarah, B, Rachel, C, Rebecca, or D, Naomi? Her sons died, and her daughter-in-law took care of her. Number 6. This mother had twin boys who were very different. One of them's name was Jacob, and the other's was Esau. This mother had twin boys, and they were very different. Their names were Jacob and Esau. Was that A, Sarah, B, Rachel, C, Rebecca, or D, Naomi? Number 7. This mother's son was hated by his brothers, and they sold him into slavery. This mother's son was hated by his brothers, and they sold him into slavery. Was that A, Sarah, B, Rachel, C, Rebecca, or D, Naomi? I told you these were harder. Number 8. This mother did have her promised son, didn't have her promised son until she was very old, very old. His name was Isaac, which means laughter, because she thought it was so funny that she was going to have a baby when she was so old. This mother didn't have her promised son till she was very old. His name was Isaac, which means laughter, because she thought it was so funny she was going to have a baby. Was that A, Sarah, B, Rachel, C, Rebecca, or D, Naomi? Got your answers? Let's see how you did. Okay? The one, number 5, whose sons died and her foreign daughter-in-law moved back to Israel with her to take care of her, was D, Naomi. Number 6, this mother had twin boys, Jacob and Esau, and they were very different. C, Rebecca. This mother's son was hated by his brothers, and they sold him into slavery. The mother of Joseph was B, Rachel. And this mother didn't have her promised son until she was very old. In fact, she called him Isaac, which means laughter, because she thought it was so funny that she was going to have a baby. And that was A, Sarah. So we learned a lot about mothers in the Bible, and we see those are just a few of the ones that we could have looked at. And we see that one of the things that we do on Mother's Day, in particular, we try to honor our mother. Honoring our parents, our mother and our father, are part of the 10 Commandments. But we also see, if you look at the back of your paper there, we also see that God calls us to honor our father and mother, and that is repeated in the New Testament. And it says this is the only commandment that has a promise with it. It says that you will live long and be successful if you honor your father and your mother. Now, that doesn't mean that you're always going to have everything good and everything go right for you, but it means that you will have a better life, an easier life, if you think about the things your mom has taught you and how you should act. We also want to look at one story today, that one about Naomi, because sometimes, we know that some people don't necessarily live with their mother. They might live with a stepmom or grandma and aunt, and those people are taking care of them. Maybe you're out there and you're being taken care of just by a dad. That happens sometimes. But we see in this story between Naomi and Ruth, Ruth was married to one of Naomi's sons that died. And instead of staying home with her family, she loved Ruth so much and knew that Ruth would need somebody to take care of her and help her, that she decided to honor her and go with her back to Israel, to her homeland, and take care of her there. And God honored that. God gave her a new husband, and she was able to take care of her mother-in-law all the rest of their lives. And you know what? They became a part of the history of the line of Jesus. This foreign woman who had come from a different country because she loved her mother-in-law and she honored her. Now, the next thing that you have is a scavenger hunt. Now, this scavenger hunt requires that you get your mom, whoever's going to play this with you, who's taking care of you right now, and you get them to help you with the answers, because the answers are their favorite, least favorite, things like that. Once you've gone through and gathered your items up, I'd like for you to take a picture. Post it to the link on this video, and then we'll get to see some of your mom's things in your scavenger hunt there. Now, when you get through with your scavenger hunt, though, it's important that you think about, how can I use this information that I've gotten today about my mom to honor her? Could I help her with her least favorite chore? Could I color her a really nice picture in her favorite color? There's a lot of different things. Maybe if you find out her favorite book or her favorite movie, maybe you could say, hey, why don't you watch a movie? I'll go do something else. You don't have to entertain me right now. I hope that you and your family have a great day today and that you're inspired to not only just honor your mother today, to honor her every day and to do things that will make her feel as special as she really is. Thanks for listening. Bye.